Hello everybody, I hope everyone's having a good day today. I got another one for us, another 3 battles actually. Surprisingly enough, I've not been able to face any modern units with my traditional army. So I do not have any of those yet, but I'm going to keep trying with that. So right now all I got is a bunch of traditional versus traditionals, but hey, those are just as good. It's always nice facing a modern army with the traditional army, watching, you know, katanas and a good old arrow going through someone's throat. But let's go ahead and start off with these 3. This first one's against a 7-star gold, which is new for me. I've never actually faced a gold star guy yet, so let's go ahead and get into this one. This map, you've seen me do this map before. I'll probably skip the next loading screens, but let's go ahead and just go through this one. I've said my tactic before in this map. I usually like to start on the top right corner of the deployment zone for me when I'm on this side of the map. It gives me easier access to the right side of the territory instead of having to cross over the water, which slows down your army quite effectively. Not as slow as you'd think, but it does slow them down. And I'd like to get in position before they do. So, and in this battle, it really helps me. It effectively lets me come out ahead of this guy. Let's go ahead and give you the stats on who we got on the field. I brought a pretty massive army. This time I decided to go with numbers instead of rank. Seemed to help me quite a bit. I did bring only... most of my rank guys are just cav, which I only brought 3 Yari cavs. So, okay, let's go ahead and move on. We got Naginata Samurai, 2 of them. Nodachi Samurai, Katana Samurai, Bow Warrior Monks, Bow Ashigaru. So I did bring 2 bow units this time around. I usually don't bring bow units. Another Katana Samurai, one of my ranked ones. Naginata Samurai, Matchlock Warrior Monks, Naginata Warrior Monks, Nodachi Sams, and another Naginata Warrior Monk. I don't think you've seen me use bows much and Naginata Warrior Monks much. I'm usually the more marathon guy and katana guy. But yeah, that's my army. Pretty big, pretty massive, a lot of guys. Let's go ahead and go to his set over here. He brought a lot of ranked troops, so his army ain't going to be too big. And ranked they are. A lot of these guys are 9, ranked 9 and up, which you effectively can wipe out an army that size pretty easily, but you got to know how to, move your troops. So let's go ahead and start off on his side. Over here, he's got a Naginata Attendant, Katana Samurai, Naginata Samurai, Bow Warrior Monk, Matchlock Warrior Monk, Naginata Samurai, his General, Marathon Monks, Katana Samurai, and Naginata Attendants. He does have a couple cav units. I don't know where they are. I think he has 2 effective units, 2 effective cav units. I'm going to go ahead and do a split here. You're going to see in the next couple battles that I do in this commentary that I'm going to do a lot of splitting here of my troops, which, sometimes can be smart, sometimes not so much, because you're limiting what you have on each side of the field. I brought my 3 cav up here, but let's go ahead and put this into somewhat of a fast forward, because it's going to take a little while to get some action going since we set up mostly. I'm going to set my guys up here, my left flank here, because this has the guns, so this is going to be a pretty good thing. I also have 2 spear units, so I'll have protection from any type of cav. He just brought out another Naginata Attendant from the forest. Not sure why he was hiding a crappy unit like that there. He was going to rush up this hill, but he decided to fall back because I already had my warrior monks in position, and they have a good view. Same with my 2 bow units here that I'm moving into an even closer position here. There's 2 cav units, they're pretty ranked, Katana cav and Yari cav. At this time, he's going to start trying to bow down my warrior monks, so I go ahead and move them up, and I also move up my Bow Ashigaru to support them, get as many arrows as I can down on his bow warriors. So we're going to effectively be tossing bows back and forth constantly, and I'm going to be throwing a lot more at him since I brought 2 units. At this time, while we're exchanging arrows here, he's going to continue firing on my warrior monks. My Ashigaru ain't going to be affected. He's going to move up Naginata Attendant, which ain't a big deal. At this time, he's going to try to bring around his cav to the back side of my army, which my spears are ready. So I am challenging him to that. I don't care how ranked his cav is. He's negative attendants are taking forever to get this hill, so I didn't see no effective reason to push him back too quickly. My warrior monks got beat because, well, his are rank 9, so they are a lot more accurate and more damaging and everything. The accuracy on these guys is 85, so that's pretty ridiculous. This time I decided to forcibly move my military around here, get better positions, especially with my Boa Shigaru. I'm going to get them kind of shot up here because I'm keeping them. I mean, they're going to start shooting back and everything, but like I said, the accuracy and reload of mine right there on the right side of the screen is a lot worse than his Boa Shigaru. I mean, his Boa Warrior Monks, sorry. They also started engaging these guys over here. I guess I wasn't too concerned with that, so I kept on telling them to engage here. Which the problem with the Boa Shigaru, with how inaccurate they are, they're going to do this rainbow shot, which is effectively not going to hit anything if these guys are moving. See what I mean? They tried aiming ahead, they're going to aim behind, and it's just effectively no good. He's going to move his cav way back here. He's doing a lot of running with these guys. I have no idea what he's doing back here. Maybe he's trying to, you know, scope out, see if I have any hidden guys in the trees or something, but I don't. So I don't know what he's doing, but whatever. I have my 3 cav in the open here. I'm letting him know, hey, I have this cav, don't try me. Don't push up anything through the forest. I'm ready to take what you got. I don't care if it's a spear unit, a warrior unit, or whatever. He's going to move his bow warrior monks into position to try to gun down some of my warrior monks over here. Same time, he's going to effectively move his cav into trees here. He's going to try to do some sort of flank. Let's go ahead and put this in fast forward, though, while you watch him rainbow shot my guys, which, like I said, these rainbow shots are not that effective. He's going to drop a couple, but not as effective as you're doing not so rainbowish here. Same with my guys. My guys are going to just constantly rainbow back, which is a lot easier when they're standing still, so they will kill a couple of them, but not as many as I was hoping. So just this time I decide I'm going to move my entire left flank back into the forest with the rest of my main army. My Boa Shigaru are going to start engaging his general's unit, which is going to be effective on his general. It's going to wipe out quite a few of them. He fell back his warrior monk. As you can tell, it's hitting him pretty good. He's down to 20 units. He's dropped 10. He has his Katana cavalry coming in for a charge on my Boa Shigaru, but thanks to this hill and a lot of his running, they are very slow. So I effectively get my Nagana Samurai into the side of his unit here, which causes him to try to attack my guys here, which effectively he tries to run away from, which kills a lot more of his guys than anything. My warrior monk guns get some shots on him, so it drops 14 units together on that failed charge of his. He's going to go ahead and push him into the forest here. He still has another unit, a Yari Cav back here somewhere, which, okay, it's not a big deal. He's going to continue trying to get in shots with his general and his bow warriors, which is quite effective. I'm going to continue returning the favor with my Boa Shigaru, but let's go ahead and go back into fast forward here. During this entire time, I'm repositioning my troops in the forest here, trying to get them more concealed. As you can tell, a lot of my guys here aren't concealed. I do not like this. I don't like this because he can start planning out strategies to attack these guys. So as you watch, you'll see me repositioning here and there, trying to line up my Boa Shigaru for shots on his warriors here and also his general, which I'm trying to effectively wipe out his general, because once you wipe out a guy's general, it's a lot easier to break the morale of the whole army. So
one of our units has used
at this time he's used all his ammo. My Boa Shigaru unit is out of ammo. That really sucks, because I was effectively starting to wipe out their bow warriors and their general unit. So now I'm going to have to reposition my entire army, get him to just keep firing on my bows and nothing else, because I want him to be kind of a buffer. Don't shoot at anything else, just shoot at my bows. He's going to effectively kill just a couple of my guys here because I accidentally grouped him up with the rest of my guys. So at this time I'm going to start moving them around. I'm going to start moving my whole army around, try to get them all concealed into the forest. Start moving my cavalry on the third side here. Yes, I just said third side, oddly enough. Reposition my Matchlock warrior monks to face down the line here, just in case they bring in a charge. But again, these things don't have effective range. It's only 100 range compared to a completely ranked up Matchlock unit at a 125 range, or a bow unit at 200, or Avatar bodyguard at high range. So they're going to get shots down on my Matchlock, which I do not like. But it plays into his trap a little bit. I'm going to move my general to the backside here. My guys are all getting repositioned to they're all stealth, stealth, stealth. Everyone's stealth. I'm going to start repositioning the rest of my melee troops into stealth. I'm going to move my matchlock to the back here, which plays right into what he wants. I'm going to move my cav here into the forest to see if I can walk him along inside here so I can get a flank position. Not all my cav, but one of them. Once my guys are effectively back here, it plays right into his little trap. He has a, yep, right there. A Yari cav just comes in and charges them. I bring my 2 Yari cavs and my general to help out here, which he effectively with only, well, this ain't Yari, this is fire cav. I didn't even know he had fire cav. Guess I might have misnamed it or something. But those guys are pretty effective against other cavalry, just like Yari cav. So he effectively wipes out quite a bit of my horses, including my avatar, his bodyguard, and his general. He has the Katana cav running up here after my bow unit that's retreating, so I have my Yari cav go in after his. This time I effectively run my Nagata Samurai and my Katana Samurai into his cav here, which, you know, you don't want to rush up Katana Samurai into a Yari cav or any cav in general, because like a Katana cav, because they're going to most likely start winning, especially when they're ranked up. You can tell I'm dropping quite a few guys here, so I'm going to push them back and let my spears take over, as well as my other cav. I have my guns repositioned. My general's officially been beat to crap. My, you know, he's down to 10 guys. His fire cav is ripping me apart up here. His bows are still getting some shots up here. This time I decided to rush my other cav into his bows and to his band into his avatar, because his avatar was getting some shots with his bows, which I effectively killed his entire avatar unit, and then ran the rest of my cav into his warrior monk unit here, which will effectively cause him to retreat due to his own matchlock unit firing into him. So there you go. I just took care of his little advantage of having a ranged ability with arrows. Now all he has left for any fire ability is the matchlock warrior monks with the 125 range, which is better than mine, but not a big deal. He's effectively shooting in the back of his own army still, which is quite funny. I kind of thanked him for shooting his own general. At this time I saw that my cav was getting beat to crap. I already lost my general, so I turned around my matchlock warrior monks and got them shooting at the cav back here, which helped me. These guys are now living. You know, they're not going to get completely beat. His fire cav's completely gone. So now he's going to start moving up his entire front army here, getting him into an effective position of, you know, spear covering his warrior monk unit, since they have a farther range. My guys still haven't been popped out of stealth yet. My entire army's in stealth. They haven't been running at all, so they're not tired or anything. I have the rest of my cav up here in the forest. I'm pushing my warrior monk back here, which soon they're going to have a range on them. I think if they already do, maybe, I don't know. With that plus 25 range, they might. This time I decided to push up my units here and do an effective rush, an ambush rush. I'm going to pop all my units right here out of stealth, as well as my units right here, and push them down right into the side of his army. I don't think he's going to really notice it right away. It's taking him a second to react, so it gives me a chance to run up. At this time, his matchlock's engaging mine. My matchlock retreat. I have units all engaged right here in this line. I bring down my cav to rush into his matchlock unit since he's dragging all his spears out of the way. I bring in the rest of my units from the hills. I pop off my monk's ability of, I forgot what it's called, War Cry, and I also pop off the ability of, you know, whatever else I have, like the Nodachi, Banzai. So effectively I beat his line over here on the left. My horse came in and helped wipe out his gun unit. I effectively am crushing his lines all over the field, with all the other Banzais and my other units just getting into the engaging here. He brings in the rest of his cav, Yari cav, which effectively gets wiped out by my spear unit here. At this time his armies break on the front line here, and then right here they break. They don't even bother trying to fight. They're alright, screw this. So I effectively have my entire armor standing still, except for a couple units like my general and matchlock and bows, and come out with the victory. I hope you enjoyed that victory. Usually, I've never faced a gold star, so this is the first time, so I thought I was pretty much screwed. But once I got into that position, I knew I had a better chance, and, well, it worked out in my favor. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and get to the stats screen so I can show you the stats on all the units here, get a better idea of who did what. So, you gotta remember to tell yourself when you get into a battle with another person that's a heck of a lot more ranked higher than you. I'm still in bronze, and after bronze is silver, of course, then you go into gold, and then probably diamond or something. So just remember, if you're facing a guy that's a lot, you know, more ranked than you, he might not always be better than you. Or he might make a mistake, or she, or whatever. So, always keep an eye out for their weaknesses. Hold on, actually, as you can see, I deployed 1,500, he deployed 1,200, or she, I don't know which one it is. I think she, since it says Lauren, but I don't know, that could be something else. But I effectively killed more than she did, because I brought more, so that kind of helped. Let's go ahead and get you the kills here with my Nagana Samurai at 143, so they're on the top. My Yari Cav at 95, Nagana Samurai 68, Nodachi Sam at 59, 59, 54, 39. Let's see how my bows did. My bow Ashigaru got the most kills at 32, which is okay. They only cost me about 360 Koku due to me running a minus 4% retainer on cost of my entire of each unit. My Matchlock Warrior Monks didn't do that good. My Bow Warrior Monks didn't do that good, especially for the price of these that unit at least. The Bow Warrior Monks way too expensive only to get 14 kills. So I can say I effectively used them. I guess I can say I used them more as a buffer than anything. And my Matchlock Warrior Monks never really got the angle of a shot, so, and they were just outmatched compared to his Warrior Monks. His Bow Warrior Monks got the most kills at 164. Now that's an effective use of them. But at level 9 rank, I don't know, they probably cost 2,000 Koku at that rank. That's ridiculous, so I don't know. I'd say effectively used it though, as well as his Fire Cav. His Fire Cav did rampagingly good. Marathon Monks at 86, Nagana Samurai 81, Avatar's Bodyguard at 56, Matchlock Warrior Monks at 51. So, effectively, my army altogether dropped more than his. My units effectively dropped more altogether. But as a army of his own, he dropped a lot with a couple units. So that's what I think helped me bring in an effective win, was we both had no general in the big fight. But I had more units altogether, so I could surround him easier and bring in backup. He also brought out a lot of weaker units, even with them being quite ranked up here. Like the Nagana Attendants, they won't do nothing. Like this one lost 64 and only killed 10, so that's pretty bad. His Katana Samurai, which being so ranked, lost 33 but only killed 8. That's kind of surprising. Kind of weird names here on these guys. I don't understand the way he named his units, but alright, let's go ahead and move on to the next two battles. Hope you enjoyed that battle. I thought it was pretty good. Some effective kills and effective win. We're going to go ahead and skip the loading screen here, I believe, so see you on the other side. Alright, welcome back from skipping the loading screen. Not like it would have made a difference. Let's go ahead and give you off what I have here. I'm going to do again another 3 split here. One up the middle, my main army, secondary army, and a third army on the side here. Third army is just cav. On the right I got 2 Yaris, 1 Yari out of the forest, kind of more of a, you know, haha, look, I only got 1 cav, come get me, type of thing. On the left side I got Boa Shigaru, Nagana Warrior Monks, and Nodachi Samurai. I'm bringing out bows again, so, you know, try to get effective kills with them, but not too many. Nagana Samurai, Katana Samurai, Nagana Samurai, Nagana Warrior Monks, and Boa Shigaru, my general unit. So there you go, you got my army on this side. Let's go ahead and go to his army. Got a 3 bow army here in the front with Bow Sams, Boa Shigaru, Boa Shigaru. Second line consists of Yari Ashigaru, Katana Samurai, Katana Samurai, Katana Samurai, Katana Samurai, Katana Samurai, Yari Ashigaru, Nodachi Samurai, Nodachi Samurai, and a light cav and a Yari cav was his general unit. So he's a pretty massive secondary line of Katana Samurais and pretty weak front line of 2 Bow Ashigarus. I think the Bow Samurai is a good choice. So let's go ahead and start this up to show you what happens. I effectively bring these guys up here to try to take this point. I'm going to try to do a 3-point rush. I have my armies going for all the points here. If I can capture all 3 points, it's going to consistently stop him from doing any sort of camp. At this time, I have them off the horses to try to capture this unit, which effectively helps me drag them in, because he's like, oh man, they're off the horses, let's charge them with my only cav. Which I bring my cav out. I'm trying out the whole backwards V attack, which, okay, I'll try it out. At this time, I have them positioned here on their back on their horses. They go ahead and fall back. Okay, never mind, he has 2 more cav units. I'm going to go ahead and take them back off their horses, capture this point. This time already starting to capture the morale point and the melee attack in charge of all units point. So now the effective point of armor and melee defense is almost mine as well. So I push my 2 horses back here ready for a charge. He's going to move over one of his Yari Shigaru to help out his cav when they come down to a rush. I push my army back a little bit here to stop them from being bowed down. I'm going to go ahead and let these guys take the brunt of their bows, because that's 3 bows at my 1, which is alright with me. He has them effectively set up in a spread out pattern, which is good for him. I didn't think of that right away, so I'm going to drop a lot more than he is. At this time, he's going to go ahead and try to charge my cav here in a second. I effectively have taken the middle shrine already, and I'm already working on the left shrine. It's almost captured. He's going to go ahead and charge his cav in, which I'm perfectly fine with. I charge my cav both at his cav. This time his cav just dropped quite a few guys. He's down already 12 on the right and 21 and 22 on the left. I just captured this shrine, so I got him back on my horse to capture their shrine, so I'm going to go ahead and move them up in a defensible position of that shrine. He's going to go ahead and move 3 units up on the left, Katana, Nodachi, and a Yari Ashigaru. I effectively killed both his horse units on the right here, so I had to go ahead and pull my horse back and charge him to behind with my other Yari cav, which effectively does quite a bit to their Yari Ashigaru unit here. It completely hinders them, and I bring back my 2 cav over here, which forces this guy into a retreat, so they really didn't get any horse kills with this, which is thankful of me. That's a spear unit I just charged into, and it worked perfectly. This time he's going to go ahead and charge my units over here. It's going to be a bloody victory. I pull back my bow unit, try to put them in a support position. They're still kind of mixed in here at the battle, so they're going to be like, we don't want to leave the battle. But I force them to, because my 2 units are busy here killing them. They're going to try to go back in, which I'm like, no, you cannot do that. Set yourselves up over here already. So they're going to go ahead and set up and support. At this time, he's going to start pushing his whole army up on the front here, try to get me effectively weak on the back. I pulled my 3 cav right here behind his army. At this time, my units over here are completely kicking the crap out of these Nodachi and Katana Samurais. My Nodachi's already at 115 kills. My Katana's at 107. Effectively over here, I'm keeping my bows in a held position. I'm repositioning all my guys, readying for a frontal assault. I don't have that many units at the front compared to him, but I'm ready for it. I charge my cav into the back of his units to distract his units while my guys go ahead and take care of this. So I effectively rush all melee troops into the battle, giving them a rally support, and I also go to the stand and fight. I effectively have 1 Katana Samurai and 1 Nagana Samurai facing these 3 units. I have this Nagana Warrior Monk unit coming around the back to try to take care of his general. Got a lot of mixed colors in here. It's like a rainbow. He's still throwing bows and arrows, so he's kind of getting a couple hits here, and my guys are also fighting on the ground with them. Which, as you can tell, my general unit's doing quite fine with. Yeah, taking down 1 or 2 of my guys, not a big deal. Ow. At this time, I start overwhelming his front here. His left flank has been completely beat. I decided to charge my warrior monk unit into his bow unit here is with my cav. He's going to charge his general's bodyguard into my units here, which then I'm going to effectively run my warrior monks in the back of his cav, even while still fighting the bow Shigaru, which I believe was most effective. I don't care if I dropped a couple kills here or deaths. So at this time, his army of colorful colors are in official retreat all over the place. Look at them run. So, I effectively took 3 flanks. I captured all 3 dojos, didn't lose one of them. You can tell by the mass number of dead bodies here on the left that I was very effective. As you can see, there's more colorful things of green and blue in there than there is mine. As well on the front line. Yeah. A lot of dead people. So, you saw the effective use of using a completely split apart army. Let's go ahead and move into the stats screen and show you who did most effectively and move into the next battle. I think that is one of the first times I've actually fought on that map. Pretty nice, cool map. Some hilly terrain, kind of effective. You got to effectively not move your army too much or you're going to tire them out quicker. But, yeah, I thought that was a good battle. I felt quite awesome with myself with how I used the ability to split up my army to effectively take all 3 points at the same time. Let's give you the unit stats. He deployed 2,000 troops and lost 1,500. I deployed 1,500 and lost only 600. Going into the kills, my Yari Cav got 234 and 214, which Yari Cavalry is named Death Machine, so that kind of makes sense. My Naginata Warrior Monks came with 187, Katana Samurai at 181, Nodachi Samurai at 161, Yari Cav at 128, Naginata Warrior Monks at 119, and Naginata Samurai at 102. Now here's an effective use of a bow unit. This bow unit here, Bow Ashigaru, only cost me 370-something Koku, or 360-something Koku, and it got me 79 kills. That is perfect enough for me. That is good enough. Bow Ashigaru over here only got 30 kills, not so much. Good enough, but okay, whatever. On his side, Bow Ashigaru got 99 kills. That's a lot better. That's more like it. Katana Samurai next to 77, 67, and then Nodachi at 51. His other bow units were at 30, and Bow Samurai at 15. Now that's definitely not worth it for a unit. Probably costs about 750. So overall, his military just didn't really do much. Kind of fell apart. Let's go ahead and move into the next battle. Like I said, sometimes numbers won't always guarantee you a win. It helped me out in the first battle. Didn't help that guy out. So, yeah. We're going to probably go ahead and... we'll go ahead and not skip this loading screen. This map is interesting. There is a crap ton of water. So, if you don't effectively move your military, you're going to be stuck fighting in the water, which is never fun. I have done this map a couple times. It's just not one of my favorites, though. Alright, so starting off, I have a ninja unit right here, readying to fight. So I go ahead and throw them into sword. Their melee attack's at 30, so they're more of a distraction unit to kind of hold up their army from getting here before I do. I'm doing a full point seize again. I decided to just run them in, don't even do bomb throw, which is effectively going to kill a lot of their guys at first. As you can see, all the heads rolling on the ground. I mean, that is just awesome. So this unit's, I'm not sure which one it is, but I think it's that one. Just dropped quite a few numbers. I'm dropping quite a few numbers all over the place now, but they're going to overwhelm my entire unit here, which is going to cause them to retreat quite quickly because they have a lot more guys in them around. My guys have not really ranked up yet, which I still got to do. But it gave my army time to get in position over here. I forgot to give you who I have in my army, so let's go ahead and do that real quick. On my left here, I got Naginata Attendants, Bow Ashigaru, Naginata Samurai, Katana Samurai, Naginata Samurai, Katana Samurai, Naginata Warrior Monk, and my Avatar Bodyguard. So it's not much of a big army, but it's going to be effective. I did bring in one pretty ranked unit. I didn't bring in a lot of ranked units because I'm noticing I could bring more numbers than I can if I bring a lot of ranked units. So this time I have brought up one of my bows here. Got them off their horses. Not my bows, sorry. My Yari Cav. I don't know why I do that. I have 3 Yari Cavs on the field. 2 are hiding in the trees back here. Kind of like another distraction game here. Kind of like, come on, come get my guys. Go ahead. Send whatever you got to come get me. I only got 1 unit. So I'm going to bring up my 2 Yari Cav here in a second to come support this unit. I'm going to keep them off their horses, though, for this fight because it's effective to keep them off their horses when you're facing a spear unit. Because when you're facing a spear unit and you're on your horses, you're just going to get your arse kicked. So I'm going to effectively take the armor and melee defense shrine. I'm going to effectively take the stamina and movement speed shrine. And I'm going to effectively take the morale of all units shrine. So again, I conquer all 3 shrines in the beginning of this game, which effectively works and helps me like crazy. Because when you're able to take all the shrines like that, it really kills the morale of their troops and effectively puts a lot more stats on my guys than theirs. We're going to go ahead and throw back some some arrows. He doesn't have any bow units, I believe. But his general is a bow guy, so he's just going to be firing them. This time I'm going to rush my unmounted Yari Cav into this spear unit here. His guys have more people, but my guy's more ranked up in the melee than his. I got a 6 here, he has a 5, so a little bit of a difference. I do not have as big as a melee defense though, so I effectively have only lost 14. He's effectively lost 20. I'm going to bring in my Cav now and go ahead and rush into this guy, which is effectively going to hurt the crap out of him. At this time, he's going to go ahead and do a charge with his units on my right side, on my sides. Which effectively my guys do better with the charge. He's going to go ahead and charge his guys in my Nagana attendants. I'm going to go ahead and charge my Katana Samurai and his left over here. Oh, that was good. I liked it. I liked it. I have my bow units both here doing fire down. I have my general into a stand and fight. All my units are effectively engaged now across the map. My 3 units over here beat that unit. Beat him straight into the ground, actually. As you see, there is no one left alive. I'm going to have them remount their horses and come over here and support this unit. I'm bringing them around to go ahead and put in support. I have my bow units engaging their general, which is effectively dropping a lot of their guys. I go ahead and hit my war cries and whatever else I had, but I really didn't even need to since I have all the shrines. It really helps stats wise. I put one of my units to go ahead and one of my arrow units to go ahead and fire into this pile here, which is going to help kill a lot of them. Not too many though. It's not going to be as effective as I hope it would be. I have one unit only one unit over here fighting, so they're doing dang good against 3-4 different units. They're pretty ranked up though. These Katana guys are just. Whew. At this time, I effectively wipe out their general. At that time, their army decides to go ahead and collapse altogether. It's never good to get your general killed like that when your whole army's fighting, because it'll help them break a lot easier. So try to keep your general back behind the fight. Rushing him into the fight is never effectively good if you want to keep your guys in the fight. As you can tell, I just routed their entire army after the general fell. And that is that game. So in the last 2 battles, you've effectively seen me take all the shrines at once and cause distractions, as well as completely wiping out armies due to loss of general or just misuse of their team. So, thank you for watching this video. Let's go ahead and get you the stats screen for this battle. Show you who did the most effective. I believe my Katana Samurai here on the left did probably the best, so let's go ahead and show you who did the best. Alright, so Katana Samurai, like I said, did the best. 274 kills, which is, I think, amazing. Only lost 69 guys. Nagana Warrior Monks is second with 146. Yari Cav at 141. Nagana Samurai at 135. Yari Cav at 126. And continuing. Kisho Ninjas at 40. They didn't do too good this time around, even with their rank and their melee ability. They got overwhelmed. Way too many guys, killed their morale pretty quickly. On their side, the Yari Sam got 54, Nagana Sam at 34, Lone Sword Ashigarus came up all next at 30, 29, 27. So he effectively did not bring that powerful of an army. I only brought a couple ranked guys like my Katana Sam, my Yari Cav, and my Kisho Ninjas. So yeah, there you go, you have it. You've now seen 3 great battles. Hopefully I'll be able to get some traditional versus modern battles in there sometime today or maybe tomorrow, but hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.